Good morning. Happy, wonderful Wednesday. It's a beautiful day here. And what I want to talk to you today about is maths. Yeah, it's not my strong suit, even though I did A-level maths. So when does 1 and 1 equal 3? Or when does 1 and 1 equal -5? Life is about the ups, the downs, the positives, the negatives, the losses and the gains, and how we actually relate to those and how we perceive them to be, because that's usually what the difference is. So, not to depress anybody, but I want to talk about losses first. My first loss, which emotionally got me, was at the age of 7 when my pet tortoise, Percy, died. It was tragic. You can imagine. I was a little cute blondie with tears and tears and tears pouring down my face. I didn't know what to do. That was my first moment of grief. I then went on to lose quite a lot of other things in life. I lost my grandmother when I was 22. 3 months later, I lost my mother, which, biggie, big biggie. So, also, over that time, I've lost businesses, husbands, friends, money, always a biggie. And for me, the hardest one, after my mum, was when I lost my smile. For those who know me, you know I smile a lot. And one day I woke up, I was living in Dubai, and I couldn't smile anymore. And the 1 plus was a 1 plus 0. It just left me. I was accountable and responsible for me. And I didn't know what to do. My gut feeling had disappeared, and I started a very long, slow battle with how to move forward. Didn't know what I wanted to do, didn't know where I wanted to go, and it was very, very tricky. Particularly when you're miles away from home, family, you know, the long-term friends. And hey, I battled through. I moved away, I moved country again, all on my own. And was it scary? Yes, it was hugely scary. But it was the small steps that I took. Reading different books, talking to different people, listening to what was going on in the world that made the difference. And then the losses started to look more like gains. I thought, okay, this is a bit scary. I can do this. And the gains are huge, depending on how you look at them. I think my gains have been my smile, my friends, my family, so much support I've had, always at the right moment. The universe has always brought it through to me. And the joy when you're with the right people. 1 plus 1 equals 3, at least. Today for me is another lost day. When you're expat, 8 years now, you meet some amazing people, which is part of the reason why you do it. And I met a lovely, lovely woman nearly 2 years ago now. And today she leaves France and moves to another country. Well, she told me a month ago, sat in a cafe, it was very unexpected for her too. And I just started to cry. I'm in a public place and I've got mascara running all the way down my face. I got home. I cried more. At that point, I realised those tears were for me, not for her. She's moving on, and it's the right thing for her to do, because when I'm with her, what she gives me as a friend becomes 1 and 1 equals 8, 10. It's amazing. And yes, we've got Skype, but it's not quite the same as that friendly meeting up for a coffee and having a good old moan. which we all love to do. So what I'm trying to say is, make the most of every friendship you've got. Tell them you love them. Don't take it for granted. When you look back to the best times you've had in your life, it's not the place usually you remember. It's not the food you ate. It certainly can't be the amount of alcohol you consume because you can't remember. But that's, you know, that's cool too. But what makes the difference is who you're with. And from that point of view, those are what makes special, special memories. So when you're having one of the day when it's 1 + 0 and you're just left with yourself, and that's not a really nice feeling because it's just not the right day for you. Not every day is going to be miracle day. Not every day is going to be your 10 out of 10. Think and look back and remember the happiness. Remember the joy that those relationships have given you. And that's the key to keeping sane, keeping smiling, and being really grateful for what we've all got. I need to add one thing in at this point in time. At the tender age of 15, my father dutifully told me that he did have a thought that maybe Percy was just hibernating. So, at the tender age of 7, I watched the sacrificial burning of a tortoise. I think it was a quick death, and I hope he didn't suffer, but it makes me smile. And no, I'm not suggesting that we, set fire to things just so we can smile, because we can smile because that's in our hearts. And after I leave you today, I'm going to meet up with my friends and we're going to have a great time together and celebrate friendship. And that's the best thing in the whole wide world. And it what gives me real, real joy. And I want you to remember that it can give you joy all the time too. So, on that tender little note, I'm going to say Happy Wednesday and also ask you to make a wish. It's up to you what the wish is. You don't have to tell anybody. But on Friday, let's have a look at the wish that you made. Let's see what it was all about and why that wish was the first one that popped into your head. So, thank you very much for your time. And my IT problems haven't got any better. I lost my use of my mobile phone. I've had to learn how to hotwire a mobile phone this week. That was interesting. So look, take care. I love you lot. Big hugs. And don't forget, please be kind to yourself.